From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Well, good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. We've got low clouds and fog and one more round of rain. And then winter is back big time.
And Donald Trump slamming General Motors, what he said about the automaker and how GM is responding. We're also following breaking news from another one of Detroit's big three, Ford Motor Company, with a big announcement as they are now making a huge investment here in Southeast Michigan. And that does top our news this noon. Thank you so much for joining us. Ford announcing that they are investing in new electric vehicles and investing in Michigan by canceling plans to build a plant in Mexico and instead add jobs to the plant in Flat Rock. Let's get out to Rod Maloney there this afternoon. And Rod, this is a pretty historic news for the automaker.
Yeah, I don't think you can underestimate the impact of this particular decision. It's a $1 billion decision by Ford Motor Company, and they're betting on Donald Trump's tax policies benefiting them down the road because they are canceling that $1.6 billion plant that was going to go into San Luis Potosi, Mexico. That $1.6 billion plant was supposed to help them be able to ship cars globally, but they have canceled those plans now. You realize, of course, that Ford Motor Company and Donald Trump went at it pretty hard during the presidential primaries. And in exchange for not building that plant, Ford's going to invest about half the amount that they were going to put into Mexico and build another plant here in Flat Rock, or at least a piece of the plant here in Flat Rock. They're going to have a high-tech electrified and autonomous vehicle facility as well as they build the Mustang and the Lincoln Continental here. They also announced today, and this normally on any other day would have been a big headline, that Ford is going to electrify 13 of its vehicles, 5 of them by 2020 in the next 5 years or so. The F-150, the Mustang, the Transit panel van, they'll make that into a plug-in hybrid for Europe. But and this one would have been an even bigger headline, a fully electric SUV that could have a 300-mile range, which would have been sort of the competition for the Volt. That's what they announced here today. Let's hear from Mark Fields, Ford's CEO, to talk about why he made this decision and this announcement today.
A $700 million investment and 700 new U.S. jobs, resulting in the transformation of this plant into one of the world's most flexible and high-tech manufacturing centers.
And so Ford, I asked Mark Fields, why hold an auto show if you're going to be doing this 3 days in advance? And he basically said, look, we wanted to have the sunlight on them, and everybody was here and everybody was watching because this is political, it's economic, it's automotive, it's many different things, but more than anything, it's probably a surprise here and a big shift in the way things have been going in the automotive industry in terms of making cars here and shipping them globally. In fact, Mark Fields said this today. He said that Ford may be a global automaker, but its home is here in America, and that's what he says this announcement is really all about. So quite the afternoon. We're certainly going to have a lot to talk about coming up on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. We'll have full details and more coming then. Reporting live from Flat Rock, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Pretty significant, Rod. Thank you. We look forward to further reports. And speaking of President-elect Donald Trump, he's also using Twitter to criticize General Motors and may, as a result, be learning about auto production strategies. Donald Trump today issued a statement on Twitter saying that General Motors is sending Mexican-made model of Chevy Cruze to the U.S. from dealers tax-free across the border. Make in USA or pay a big border tax. Well, General Motors responded and wanted to set the record straight by saying that General Motors manufactures the Chevy Cruze sedan in Lordstown, Ohio. All Cruze sedans sold in the U.S. are built in GM's assembly plant in Lordstown. GM builds the Chevy Cruze hatchback for global markets in Mexico, with a small number sold in the United States. New this afternoon, an officer at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department is suing the county, alleging that his female boss sexually assaulted him. In the complaint, Philip Kozlowski claims that his boss taunted him and made advances on him from November of 2014 to October of 2015. Kozlowski is suing the county, however, because he says they ignored the harassment. The officer is suing the county for more than $75,000. Our Nick Monticelli is following this story, and he's going to have a live report for us coming up later today.
Well, and what's interesting is in this lawsuit filed in federal court, they're saying damages in excess of $75,000. So damages could go all the way up if the court determines that this employee of the Wayne County Sheriff's Department was wrong. Now, I haven't had a chance to blur out some of this yet because there are some words you don't want to see on here, but I can read you a couple of things. Some alleged conversations between the sergeant who's being accused of doing this and the complainant, the employee there. Quotes like, "We can break my new mattress in. I'd love to sit in your jacuzzi topless." Or, "You need to talk to me the way you talk to your wife." And frankly, those are the least explicit conversations that, again, allegedly happened. So this lawsuit filed back in November. We have extensive coverage in this. We will talk to the lawyer who is representing this employee to get a better idea of what they hope to get out of this lawsuit.
All right, Nick, thank you. Also this morning, a portion of M59 in Pontiac that was closed through the morning rush hours now reopened as police continue to investigate a fatal crash that happened there this morning. Oakland County Sheriff's investigators say that an SUV in the westbound lanes of M59 early this morning around 6:30 crossed the median into the eastbound lanes near Updike Road, where it crashed into a car. That SUV then caught fire and the driver of the vehicle died at the scene. The victim has not yet been identified. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Turning our attention now to Brandon, who is watching all the overnight showers move out and what's ahead next.
Yeah, we had a half an inch of rain in some spots, or almost that much, and roadways were very slippery early this morning. Currently in the low 40s just about everywhere. We do have 39 Lapeer, Pontiac, and Port Huron, but 42 our official number at Metro Airport, Ann Arbor right there. It's a little cooler over in Lansing. It's a little foggier there. The low clouds just keeping things a little bit cooler. And we could, with some of the pockets of fog and low clouds, get a little bit of drizzle here through the afternoon, low and middle 40s. And by 4 o'clock, a chance for a couple of showers, but I think a better chance after 5 p.m., 6 to 9 should be that last round of showers coming through just ahead of a game-changing cold front. You see some of the showers right now over in Holland and Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and some of that will hold together for part of us through the later afternoon hours. And there's that cold front. This is, again, a bit of a game changer as we head through the rest of the week. We have wind chills and we have some lake effect snow to talk about. In the meantime, you can find your forecast, your zone, on our 4-zone weather, the weather tab of clickondetroit.com. Rhonda?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Today, AAA delivering some not so great news as the new year begins with higher gas prices and higher gas taxes. For more on that, let's go to Kim DiGiulio.
When it comes to gas prices, every cent counts. And now that it's 2017, you've probably noticed gas prices all throughout Michigan are up. That's because for the first time in 20 years, Michigan has raised the taxes on gas. An increase in gas tax means some extra pain at the pump. When the year changed to 2017, gas tax went up 7.3 cents here in Michigan. It was at 19 cents and now it's at 26.3 cents.
I mean, 7 cents it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but you know, I guess after a period of time it could add up. After the new numbers came in overnight, here's where Michigan stands. The average price for gas is now $2.42 per gallon. That's up 3 cents from last week and up 49 cents from this time last year. In Detroit, the average is $2.44. That's 52 cents more than last year's average. Michigan now ranks 13th in the nation for highest gas prices.
You know, add that on top of the highest insurance rates, you know, in the United States, you know, it's not good for the American workers.
The new gas tax will add $1.2 billion to Michigan's budget. It's all part of a long-term plan to fix Michigan's crumbling roads.
Well, I hope it goes towards fixing the roads and making them better, which would be great, but, you know, nothing I can do about it. It's what it is.
Now that $1.2 billion will go towards fixing the roads and bridges. However, this is a long-term project. Michigan won't be able to fully spend that $1.2 billion on the roads until the year 2021. So it's going to take some time to see some improvements out on the roads. Reporting for Local 4, I'm Kim DiGiulio. Back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. Still ahead, new developments in the case against Dylan Roof. Find out why the convicted murderer won't be sentenced today. But first, deadly storms ripped through parts of the South. Families now trying to pick up the pieces, what they face moving forward.
Today.
Welcome back, everybody. The new year brought 2 waves of deadly storms across the deep South, with 4 people killed by a tornado in Alabama and a man drowned in floodwaters in Florida. Many communities in the Florida Panhandle endured severe storm damage. It was early Monday morning when a tree fell on one home in Ensley, Florida, where residents were all in the living room to welcome in the new year.
It happened that quick, and at the same time, then a crash hit. And we just we knew it was a tree hit the roof. Thankful to God that we weren't in the bedroom asleep where we would have been any other night.
Thank goodness for that. While some parts of Florida are cleaning up today from the damaging winds, other communities are actually bracing for flooding as heavy rains continue through today. Sentencing for convicted mass murderer Dylann Roof has been pushed back until Wednesday. Roof was set to be sentenced today, but he requested a delay, saying that he had spent much of his time lately dealing with a competency hearing. Roof is potentially facing the death penalty after he was convicted of killing 9 black parishioners at a Charleston church back in 2015. He reportedly plans to deliver a statement in court tomorrow. Some high-ranking Cardinals at the Vatican are voicing criticism over the openings of a McDonald's restaurant within eyeshot of St. Peter's Square. The McDonald's has opened in a building owned by the Vatican, but leading Cardinals were not consulted about the new arrangement. One Cardinal calls it a disgrace and criticized the quality of the food. However, as the landlord, the Vatican will receive more than $30,000 a month in rent from that McDonald's. Coming up here on Local 4 News at noon, it's Tasty Tuesday. From sandwiches to beer and a whole lot more. This Farmington Hills Deli is going for the all-inclusive dining experience. And the food is good too, Brandon.
Awesome stuff. New York style deli, good for your belly. It's in the, I wrote it. Anyway. Dense fog advisory. Anybody heading toward Lansing or Jackson and westward, be careful. Right now, low clouds a bit of an issue, and a winter weather advisory also posted. Cold is coming back with winter. We'll have it for you next.
One woman has set out to adjust the attitudes of Metro Detroit teens with behavioral issues.
I was smoking weed, I was in trap houses, I was doing just about everything that I shouldn't have been doing.
I'm Evrod Kasumi. Tomorrow at 11, we'll show you how she's changing the lives of these students one by one and the secret she has that makes all the difference.
Our client.
Welcome back, everybody. Sounds like the weather pattern's going to be changing around here, so the spring-like rain is a done deal.
We say that and, as if people are like, what? This is Michigan. Come on, this happens all the time. And next week, we've got a little more active jet stream, and I think we get a little bit more winter-like weather in here as far as precip. Today, almost spring-like, right? Low 40s. It's soupy out there. A north wind at 42 degrees. This view from Metro Airport, we are struggling. The fog visibility is a half a mile out at Metro, and we're seeing that same issue as you head up 75 into Oakland County. Also less than a mile visibility on the east side 94 from City Airport to Mount Clemens. And notice Lansing and Jackson, the thickest of it, and they're under a dense fog advisory through the afternoon. So just be careful if you do have to get on the road and head west. It's a little thicker fog there, and just can make things a little more tricky driving. And another problem tomorrow that we'll warn you about here in a minute. But in the meantime, low and middle 40s with that fog and drizzle. It's not real problematic for the afternoon here, but cloudy and mild otherwise. As we hit this evening, it'll be that one last round of rain, mainly between 6 and 9 o'clock. Upper 30s to near 40 degrees, which means, yes, liquid, not frozen, rain, not snow, as the evening commute will get whacked with a little bit of that. And you can see some of this coming on shore here over Lake Michigan. A lot of this will drift into our north zone, so you could get a mid-afternoon light shower, but the energy down here through central Illinois will ride along this cold front, and that is the spark for that final shower chance. Behind that cold front, obviously colder air, but the winds are really going to start picking up tomorrow as well. Noticeable temperature change, and the snow will be piling up along the western third of Michigan here, where the winter weather advisories, again, another warning for you here. Anybody who has to travel west tomorrow, 4 a.m. Wednesday until 10 a.m. on Thursday. Winter weather advisory just means travel at your own risk, and upwards of 5 to 10 inches over that 30-hour time span there. So just watch out for that. We'll get some lake effect snow showers here, but our computer model not really picking up too much on that. It does pick up on this last little wave of wet weather, and then here comes that cold air. 20s tomorrow will feel like single digits at times, 20 to 30 mile-an-hour winds out of the west. And we keep the cold air around, and we will see again some scattered snow showers Wednesday and Thursday. Cannot rule out an isolated snow squall or two as well. And temperatures all the way through Sunday stay very winter-like, and we should warm things up a little bit next week. It gets a little bit more dicey with rain and snow chances next week. I don't know if you've heard this, but New York City recently closed down some of its legendary delis like Carnegie, Stage. Not here in Metro Detroit. Restaurants are thriving here, and there's one deli up on Northwestern Highway with classic mile-high sandwiches and so much more. Once called Vineyards is now Cork and Rye in Farmington Hills, and a New York-style deli that's oh so good for your belly. Managing partner Randy Yono says, like one of its deli sandwiches, the quality at Cork and Rye is never ending.
Our quality, our quantity, as well as our pricing, as well as our staff.
Cork and Rye has experts in charge of every department, from the deli to the shawarmas to the craft beer. Yono says don't dare order anything here with lunch meat.
Fresh meats. For example, our turkey. We take a raw turkey, bone-in turkey breast, roast it in-house, and slice it. Not only do we have a deli, we also have our shawarma station.
Cork and Rye shawarma station means the sky is the limit. You want chicken, steak, falafel, in a wrap, tortilla, or in a salad? Again, it's all fresh daily, from the garlic and hummus spread to vast veggie varieties. No place compares to Cork and Rye. No New York deli has a wall of fine wine or a fountain of fine liquor like this. A deli done right, down to the catering, large or small. The cherry on top or the pickle on the plate, a specialty section at Cork and Rye for more than meets the eye. They will serve up a gift basket in any variety that you want, and a 600 square foot craft brew cave. And the Cork and Rye is offering you a free dessert with any purchase of a deli sandwich today. And you have to mention Tasty Tuesday. That restaurant in Farmington Hills is right there along Northwestern Highway. Rhonda?
Oh, and the food is delicious. So glad to know about that place. I just passed by it recently and wondered about it, Brandon. Thank you. Still ahead, it is one of the most famous, yet the most hated holiday treats. Find out why so many people are saying goodbye to their fruitcakes today. Welcome back, everybody. Finally this afternoon, if you got a fruitcake this holiday season, today is the perfect day to throw it in the trash.
Why did you even get it to begin with? I don't know.
They're still out there for some reason. Somebody likes them.
National Fruitcake Toss Day. Kick that door stopper to the curb until next year when someone gives you another one. For those of you who actually enjoy fruitcake, I don't know if there are, maybe one person out there.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever even tasted one. It's just something about the way it looks that has never made me want to. And then what everyone says, you know, that they're, you know.
Have you ever had
acquired
panettone?
Taste.
It's the Italian version of it.
No, you?
No better. No better.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. Have a great afternoon and join us later today at 4, 5, and 6.